is the inimitable former UFC champion Jiří Procházka, and I say former, but never lost the belt in the octagon, 13 consecutive wins when injury intervened.
Jiří Procházka is an absolute savage. This is a guy that made his way into the UFC in a very short period of time, became the champion. He has tremendous power. He has an uncanny ability to find the shot that ends his opponent's night. He's scary. He is a true mixed martial artist, or martial artist, as I say, with the mind of a champion. And it's very exciting to see Jiří Procházka back in the octagon.
And I'm glad you bring up the championship mindset, because anyone who may be doubted as to whether or not he had the ticker, you got your answers in Singapore at UFC 275. Let's see how it goes for Procházka here tonight. Into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm.
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal, Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Inside the octagon and is ready to fight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jiří Prochazka. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed light heavyweight champion, Alex Pereira.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with round 1, and we will see what Alex Pereira can provide for an encore. Has any man or woman in UFC history vaulted to superstardom and the UFC Hall of Fame as quickly as this 2-division champion, Alex Pereira? His heart and soul is in the striking, best striker in this division, and a lot of power is going to be coming his opponent's way here tonight. Well, every MMA fight begins on the feet, and that is music to the ears of Alex Pereira, who has found a home for that left hook earlier. Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up. Oh, yes, now we're going. Boom! Big jab.
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. So more output, at least in the early going. Oh, roundhouse kick. Counters with a straight right hand. That'll work. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. Counters now, left hook for the headlands.
It won't take many of those.
Trying to do damage now with the kick. That's a miss. Really nice left hand there.
Beautiful head kick lands for this guy.
Procházka. Oh, he's wobbled now. Back to the feet. Oh, huge kick to the leg. 2 minutes have expired in our opening round.
Nice kick, yep.
Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Nice leg kick.
Looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the iron. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he is... Oh!
You heard him again. Leg kick. Lands a quick jab.
All right, late in the round here, and there is that patented upright stance out of Alex Pereira. He has gotten a lot done out of that stance.
I mean, it's the striking, and it always will be the striking. He's very tall in his stance, but he's got to get hurt.
Back to the feet now.
Oh, nice.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Under a minute now to go. Just out of range for that strike. Well, lands a good series of kicks there, DC. It really didn't take him long to get a good beat on his opponent.
He figured the timing, now he's been driving kick after kick into his opponent.
His opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
So under 30 seconds to go in what has been a pretty entertaining and active first round. 10 seconds now to go in the round.
Both of them are landing massive shots.
Oh, no, big left hand. Oh! I mean, how about those 5 minutes, DC? One of the best rounds of the year. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Ready.
Second round here. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecards will not be needed. If we continue to fight as we did in the previous round, somebody is going to sleep.
Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon.
You get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. That jab hurt him.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured.
He's hurt.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
So that cut continues to get more severe. How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble chip.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Now he's back up. Beautiful body kick.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh, he got him real good, too. And this is a great fight. These guys are just letting it all hang out.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy.
He's in real trouble now. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing. He's out! Alex Pereira! As many style points as you could produce. Whoa!
Oh, my goodness.
We send it inside the octagon once more. Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 45 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira.
All right, so it is Alex Pereira by knockout. Get used to hearing that. One of the more powerful, explosive middleweights on the roster, and really just getting going.
He's so good at what he does that if you stand with him, he can shut your lights out with one strike. The guy is fantastic.